Top 10 ways to stack cash. Stacking cash for silver and or gold whenever there's a deal, and even stacking for emergencies. This is my top 10 list. Hello and thank you for joining me here at Cash and Coins. I do hope you're doing well. I would like to talk to you about stacking cash. Stacking silver and gold, for me, it's a hobby, and it's a hobby that will always have value. It's something that can provide money and wealth for you and your family. It can be a source of income when you can't work or when you retire. It's money that's out of the system, and for me that's a beautiful thing. I want to discuss some challenges that you might have and why it's important for silver and gold stackers to have stacks of cash too. And I do want to define what I mean. Stacking cash to me means equals saving money, actual, US dollars or British pounds or Australian dollars, wherever you're from. After watching, if you could, please let me know in the comment, did I miss anything? Okay, let's get into my top 10 list. Top 10 ways to stack cash. First, pay yourself first. So important. If possible, put your money in a high interest rate account. This is an instant way to get a raise, by the way. The best way for me to stack like this is through automatic withdrawals from my checking account to my savings account. And this is key for me. It's the set it and forget it type of savings. When paying yourself first, include money to spend on little things so you don't feel broke all the time, but still conscious about what you're spending. Set a goal for what you want in this cash stack. For example, if you love 1 ounce silver coins, always have in your stack at least $50. That'll be enough to get you a silver 1 ounce coin. If you love the 1/10 ounce gold coins, then you should have at least $300 in your cash stack. Now let's say you want a silver kilo bar. You want to have at least $1,000 in your cash stack. Now, if you want 1 full ounce of gold, have a minimum of $2,000 cash. I don't recommend more than $3,000 in your cash stack, even if it's in a high interest savings account, because as you know, cash does depreciate. It loses value. With a high interest rate account, of course, you're getting some of that value. You're keeping some of that value, but not enough. Now, the cash from this fund will flow to your silver and gold and be replaced by increments through your checking account. But like I said, always keep a minimum amount. That's my number one. Now let's go on to number 2. Do a money stacking challenge. Make this fun. You can even change it up a little bit. Do a paycheck challenge. See if you can increase what you save every paycheck until you can't increase anymore. But also keep looking for ways to cut back. And I will discuss some of this further on down the list. But yeah, number 2 is a short one. So is number 3. So let's get on to number 3. Identify what's a need and what's a want. Now, I know pretty much everyone knows that. You need to eat, right? But you want to eat steak or lobster. You get the picture. All right, on to number 4. Don't eat out. Eating out costs so much extra money. I actually pretty much never eat out anymore. I don't even have the desire to eat out. But that's just me. Everyone's different. At home, I make food the way I like it. And I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about the food being too cold. I don't have to worry about the order being wrong. I don't have to worry about a waiter who might be having a bad day and is being a jerk to me. If you dine out, you know what I'm talking about. These things all happen. All right, that's enough for number 4. Let's go on to number 5. Cut out all of those monthly subscriptions, especially the ones you really don't use very much. As they say, cut the cable. There is so much free stuff out there, like this YouTube video you're watching right now. Free. There you go. Free entertainment. All right, let's keep on going. This one is a tough one, hard to include sometimes. I've talked about this before, but just got to be careful with this one. Number 6, credit card cashback rewards. Even Atmex has one now. Amazon has one. Apple has one. Discover Card has one. Visa, MasterCard, all the others. But now if you are not a credit card person, don't use them because they can be awful. Never buy gold and silver on credit if you can't pay it off when you get the bill. With that said, I get cash back all the time, and I do use that cash back as my cash stack for silver and gold. All right, on to number 7. Now, I know I had to include this one, a side hustle. Now you can Google, search here on YouTube side hustle, and you will see hundreds and hundreds of side hustles that you can do. So I'm not going to go into those, but I'll tell you one side hustle that I do. Well, I call it a side hustle, and that's working overtime at my job. Whenever they allow me to work overtime, I use all of that for my cash stack. Every single penny. All right, on to number 8. Skip the fear of missing out. If you do miss out on something, did it really matter? Does it really matter to you? Just think about it that way. And remember, things usually pop up again for sale. But the nicest thing about stacking cash is that when things do pop up, you have the cash. So to have a good cash stack is to not go into that FOMO, fear of missing out. All right, on to number 9. Number 9 was another one. I wasn't going to include this one because it kind of seems out of place. But if you could let me know in the comments if number 9 should have even been included. If you still use cash, paper dollars and change, always put the change in a change jar. Let that be a stacking challenge too. I actually have a few change jars or piggy banks all over the house. I've got pennies in there, nickels, dimes, quarters, even 50-cent pieces, and even the dollars, the coin dollars. Now, if I want to go to my LCS, I can dig in my change jar and go there with my change and buy an ounce of silver. And that is so satisfying. It actually was the first time that I did it. It was so satisfying to know that I just bought a silver ounce with some change. Now, if you save using a piggy bank, that's awesome. Because I want to tell you a little story. There's this girl on YouTube. I think she's about 11 years old. She started a, quote, found money piggy bank, unquote. Only found money goes in there. So if she sees, money on the street, on the floor, money just lying around, in public, she picks it up and puts it into that special piggy bank. I thought that was so cool. I actually made my own found money piggy bank. Yes, now I'm that guy picking up pennies in the parking lot, or at the car wash. It's just fun. I'm old, so I can do these things. Of course, some people don't do the piggyback thing and have extra income, and that's so cool. And what do I say? My hat's off to you. But like I said, I wasn't sure if I should include 9, but I did. You can let me know in the comments. Now to number 10. And I think number 10 is just as important as number 1 through 9. And this one is more psychological. Don't compare your stack with anyone else. Everyone has their own situation. But more so, remember that someone will always have more than you, and someone will always have less. Take your time and remember the story of the tortoise and the hare. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. I am big, very big on dollar cost averaging. If you just keep saving little by little, things will work out in the end. You will see a nice big stack of cash that you can convert to silver or gold, and you'll see those stacks grow too. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so these are just my opinions. I do hope that you enjoyed these top 10. Please let me know in the comments, what did I miss? Or, what should I take off? Please like, share, and subscribe. And as I always say, have a wonderful day. And I'll see you on the next video.